Hey, I'm back! I've been MIA for a while now, but you know what? I've been busy. I haven't talked about it on my channel yet, but I'm directing a movie. I'm not gonna go into much detail, but just know that it's a home invasion thriller / dark comedy. The title is Neon Knot, and as of now, that's all the information I can give you. I'll be revealing more info on this channel as time goes on, but as for now, let's go back to reviewing movies. The first movie that I saw in a theater in over a year is called The Green Knight, directed by David Lowery, and it was really good, but I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it again. It's hard to give this movie a rating, but the best way I can put it is that it's a really good movie that I did not like. It's about King Arthur's nephew who accepted this challenge by the Green Knight. Without spoiling the movie, it's kind of a duel, and he must journey across this fantasy world in order to complete the challenge. He meets people along the way, and that's pretty much it. What I think is great about this movie is the world that they've created. It feels enormous, lived in, and it did a great job at pulling me in and making me feel like I was in the movie with the characters. The cinematography was incredible. I mean, there's certain shots that still stand out in my mind. The original score was also amazing, the best music I've heard in a really long time. From a movie anyway. The visuals were great, especially during the scene with the giants. That was absolutely beautiful. The Green Knight himself looked outstanding. I loved the practical designs on his face, and the way he was lit in the Christmas dinner scene, fucking beautiful. Speaking of the Christmas dinner scene, that's absolutely the best and most tense scene in the whole movie. Nothing after that felt tense at all, really. I really liked the way every indoor scene was lit from the outside. That's a really creative decision, because in this universe, there's no electricity. Look, I know this movie sounds fantastic, and that you probably want to check it out. And I'm not going to tell you not to. I like that movies like this are being made, but I think that my issue with it is kind of a big one. The story is fucking boring. Literally, once the Christmas dinner scene is over, the movie slows down to a halt until the very end. This journey he goes on is just a bunch of reoccurring scenes of him meeting someone new, talking to them for a bit, and then traveling to a new location, meeting someone new, talking to them for a bit, and it happens over and over again. My biggest issue with this is the fact that I gave a shit about nobody that I was introduced to. I can't tell you their name, I can't tell you anything about them, they were just uninteresting. I kept waiting for something to happen, and it was just people talking. This movie is rated R, by the way. I thought we'd get some gruesome Lord of the Rings style action, at least once. Now, I'm not somebody who needs action to enjoy a movie, right? I mean, David Lowery also directed A Ghost Story, and that slow bitch was much better than The Green Knight. The most violent scene in A Ghost Story involves a fucking pie. My problem with The Green Knight being so slow is the fact that it's rated R for graphic violence, and that graphic violence is nowhere to be found. The only scene that felt rated R to me was an off-screen hand job. You see cum on the woman's hands, and that's it. Rated R. It's false advertisement. Saying that this is rated R for graphic violence is like when that movie 1917 advertised itself as being one long take, and then they just cut the movie halfway through because fuck you. It's hard for me to find enjoyment in a movie when the premise and story are boring. This is a film that I appreciate way more than I actually like. It's technically terrific, and I know there's a lot under the surface that I should probably research, because I don't know shit about King Arthur. And maybe a big reason on why I didn't care for the movie very much was because it's a fucking King Arthur story. I don't know, this movie is begging to be analyzed, but the problem is, I just don't want to. I don't care. I don't want to research it. That's all The Green Knight really is to me, is just a beautiful film that confused me, but I will never watch again because it didn't interest me. In the end, I'm gonna give The Green Knight a 6 out of 10. Sorry, A24 fam.